Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Crystal Warriors for the Sega Game Gear, the initial army playthrough, where we go through the game using only Princess Iris and the 5 companions that she initially started with. So, in this map we're going to take advantage of the choke point created by this bridge up here. We're going to have the princess over here hanging by the bridge to basically prompt all the enemies to go up that way. We're going to send a wind character, Wind Ranger Rat, nice name by the way, over to the left, because that way he can recruit one of those water monsters over there. So remember, we want to give the monster that our character is strong against to that specific character, so that if they get into a fight with the element that they're weak against, they have something to, you know, buffer and block for them. So this way, if Rat ever gets into a fight with a fire elemental character, then he can summon the fire creature to, the water creature to take the round of combat instead. And then there's another water creature there. We can have Fry the healer defeat it, gain some extra experience. Monsters are pretty easy, so they tend to be a really good source of, experience for your healers, because they don't have that elemental advantage over anyone. Healers, the princess, and Murik the mage, they are all earth elementals, and earth has no strengths, but then again, they also have no weaknesses against any other elements, so they're neutral to everything. So we're just gonna continue to scan the characters here. We were told in the last village that this group of enemies will have a mage and a healer in their ranks. So, and they're going to basically function the same as our mage and healer. If an enemy is below 50% of their health, the healer will start the turn at the beginning, healing that enemy up. So sometimes, you may not want to go all out on an enemy to, so that the healer doesn't heal them up and, undo all your hard work. So healers can be kind of annoying because they tend to come with status effect spells when they fight you up close. You see they're using the Dark Spell. Dark Spell basically reduces your accuracy to basically 0. But you can get around that if you have a monster. So, the healer will cast Dark on the monster, but when the monster leaves at the end of the round of battle, it loses that negative Dark status. So Elder, unfortunately, he doesn't have a monster, so he can't summon a monster to fight for him, a monster that wouldn't be blinded by that Dark spell. The princess, though, on the other hand, she can summon a monster here, the scorpion, and then the healer will dark the scorpion and blind it. But now the princess can fight because she's not blinded, or if she wanted to, she could have called that scorpion back again. Because the scorpion, when it basically leaves the battlefield, it loses all those status ailments that it might have been inflicted with. We'll take advantage of Murik being able to attack from range. So he'll be back in range, hammering spells down on whoever gets into that little section up there at the top of the bridge. And then we can have our elemental characters take out an enemy as needed. So now we wouldn't be able to defeat this character normally because Dane is blinded, but hey, she got a monster, summon the monster, and the Wisp comes out and does the final little bit of damage there, so there we go. And then depending on what elemental character goes up there, will determine, who we fight with, so. Now one good thing about the enemy healers, just like our healers, enemy healers can't heal themselves. So, but of course this could be a problem if the enemy group has, more than one healer. Some battles there will be 2 healers. In those instances, you gotta be careful, because the healers will just keep healing themselves. So while they have the limitations like that our characters have, they can't heal themselves. One limitation that enemy mages and enemy healers do not have is a limited pool of magic points, or MP. See, Fry there, right there, has only 66 MPs. Now that's not usually a problem for your healers and your mages because they have a bunch of MP. It's more of a problem for the princess who doesn't really have a lot of magic points to cast spells. But the enemies, they have infinite magic points. So yeah, you'll never be able to like run them out of spell points. They'll heal as long as possible. So it's not like some games where you can run an enemy out of magic points and then they're just basically useless. Kind of did that a little bit with Final Fantasy V 4-Job Fiesta I recently did. Some enemies where you'd, bosses where you'd run them out of magic points, so then they couldn't use like maybe a magical counterattack. But no such luck here with Crystal Warriors. But I guess I had to do something, you know, to add some challenge to the game. So, like I said, once you kind of understand the elemental system, it's not that you know, not that difficult. So again, Iris using it as our secondary healer there. She'll never be as good as a healer as our regular healer though, because our regular healer will eventually be able to get access to a second level healing spell, Life. The Life spell, I believe, does 80% of the max hit points heals. Regular heal just does 50%. Iris is stuck using just regular heal. She'll never be able to cast the Life spell. But that's okay. She has other uses. So, but like I said, she functions as a, you know, a secondary healer there. Another way that characters can heal in battle is when they when they gain a level after defeating enough enemies. When they get their stat increases, they also heal up. So that's a good way to, you know, if you realize that you're, if you're keeping track of your character's experience points, and you're like wondering, oh, I have 2 targets to heal. Do I heal target 1 or target 2? And you're like, well, target 1, if they win this battle, they'll gain a level. So I'll just heal target 2, because target 1's going to heal themselves when they gain that level. Nope. We're gonna have to heal our healer there. She's hurting pretty bad. Let's see. So Dane gains the level, and now next time we'll notice when she'll be at max hit points. She was down a hit point there. So Fry, if Fry defeats an enemy, she will gain a level. So let's see if we can weaken this water character down to a point where Fry can finish him off. Let's see that the flash spell should deal some decent damage. But unfortunately the spell missed. Though. So let's just go heal Fry up here. Yeah, if that spell would not have missed, that character, I think Flash does about 15 damage to water. So that would have definitely put that water character Warm there in range to be defeated by Fry. We might be able to do it here with this character. Let's see. So 4 and 4, that'll put down her down to 5. So yeah, our healer should be able to finish. Healer's doing about 3, I believe, damage. So 4. Okay, miscalculated it there. Now Fry will have full hit points. So next time she's in a fight, you'll notice that she'll have 34 plus hit points. So. Mage is finally moving forward. Now they can attack the princess. Princess being a very good target. Like I said, simplistic AI. It just wants to, you know, defeat the princess. Now another way you can lose a battle, which is never really much of an issue, is if the enemy takes over your fort. Of course, you can defeat the enemy by doing the same thing to them. You don't necessarily have to defeat all the humanoid monsters or enemies in a battle to win. All you have to do is get one of your characters, doesn't matter who, to the door on their fortress there. But then they can do the same thing to you as well. So, see that wind character over there running over to the left there. So, if we let her go, she could eventually run over and take over our fort, and you'd have to restart the thing. Now, normally your mage only attacks once when they attack from range, but if they attack from melee range and they don't cast a spell but they fight, they'll be able to attack twice. So Murik here is going to be able to cast 2 spells. So that could be pretty useful if you really want to weaken a character down and your mage has enough hit points that they can withstand 2 counters. Mages will only be countered if they attack another magical target. So like if a mage casts their spell from 3 tiles away against a fighter, well, the fighter can't target back over 3 spaces. But if they attack another mage, the mage has the opportunity to counter back. So it'll say mage counters your spell with, their own spell. So this pyro is almost down. You can see their spell, their flash. So we would not want that water character to go after that mage. We'd want the fire character to go after, because fire is strong against wind, so they would take the least amount of damage from that flash spell. So at the beginning, enemy mages are kind of simplistic. They usually only have 1 attack spell. Toward the end of the game, though, they may have 2 or 3. So you might not be able to take advantage of elemental strengths and weaknesses. Taking advantage of elemental strength right here, having our fire go after the wind here. And this is pretty much going to wrap up this battle here. I want to once again feed the kill to our healer. Because once Fry there hits level 9, max level, she'll be able to help feed kills into pretty much all the other characters. Once again, I slipped on the controller and missed attacking with the thing, but that's okay. Being this is only the initial army, we're gonna have plenty of opportunities to, gain a lot of experience. So beware the masters of fire and wind. So that means there's gonna be some fire and wind elemental characters on the next map. So water will get a lot of experience against the fire, and fire will get a lot of experience against the wind. Drain is a good spell. Both our mage and our princess can use it, and basically what that does is it takes off 1/4 of the enemy's current hit points and gives it back to the caster. So you're able to buy a spell there for Murik, because hey, we're not worried about recruiting any characters. We got him. Halberd is like the best weapon we can get for our Lord characters. Lord being the Fire Lord Elcid. So classes, I'll go over them in the next episode, but basically your fighting type classes have 1 of 3 classes. They have like your Ranger, your Fighter, or your Lord, and that basically just determines their final stats, but not too much. But we'll go over them in the next episode. Take care, have a good one. Bye!